www.wix.com/RivuletRR. And if you're a listener of Spaced Out Radio, receive 10% off your first session. Rivulet Relaxation and Reading. And don't forget to give my Facebook page a like. It's time for you to make some important time for you.
The Spaced Out Radio Network can be found at spacedoutradio.com. Hi there, this is Dave Scott. Here, you can join the latest on our weekly shows and news from around the world involving UFOs, cover-ups, cryptids, ghosts, and more. Read articles from our very talented staff and check out our weekly tarot card reading from Psychic Catherine. You can also sign up for free on our forum and tell us about your experiences. SpacedOutRadio.com. Always live, always interactive.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Want to call in to Spaced Out Radio? You can. 1-607-203-5344. You can tweet us at Spaced Out Radio or send us a message on Facebook at Spaced Out Radio. And now, back to the show. Here's Dave Scott.
How we all doing for hour number 2 tonight? Want to just mention you can always follow me on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio. You can add me on Facebook, Dave Scott, or follow and like our show, Spaced Out Radio Show on Facebook. We are live, interactive, always trying to be in touch with our listeners. That's why we love doing this show. It's all about you guys. It's about getting the questions answered for you. You got questions, you want a topic, let us know. You can do that by signing out for the Spaced Out Radio Forum, which is at spacedoutradio.com. Of course, it's free. Leave us your stories. Leave us your interactions, whether it's with paranormal or extraterrestrial. Tell us about it. If you want to hear someone on our show, let us know. Do our darndest to get something on the air. Tonight on Spaced Out Radio,
what about black on black crime? All white people ain't bad. What about black on black crime?
Having you on the show tonight.
Where's the white people? All white people ain't bad.
Yeah, thank you. I also wanted to just give out the web address for the School of Manifestation. It's actually the schoolofmanifestation.com. That's actually where all of the articles and videos and, all of my blogging is, where people can have access to the various, teachings and things that I have channeled and made available to people through the blog. Really a lot of stuff on that blog. It's very rich. People will have hours and hours and hours of exploration with the material there.
Now, I do want to get into the School of Manifestation in a little bit and get back to the Arcturians for couple more questions, because I do want to hit so many topics here, and we only have an hour's time. When they teleported you to Sedona, Arizona, for a meeting where you saw them place crystals all around, did they give you any of those crystals to take back with you to kind of show you, yes, this is all real?
Well, this is all happening in an out-of-body state. However, there was an experience a little more recently in the last couple of years where I had another experience where I went to Sedona, Arizona in the out-of-body state, and the Arcturians guided me to some place where they had placed these blue stones in the earth. And it's almost like the color of the lapis, but it seems to have a bit brighter radiance to it. And they invited me to take one of these stones, and I took it and I held it in my hand, and it's like the stone carried the resonance of one of their homeworlds, And just by holding it in my hand, I was instantaneously transported there. I don't think I actually went there because it's like, halfway across the galaxy, but it's like the living memory of that place within the stone. And so journeying into the resin of the stone, it was like going there. It was like I just stepped right through a portal and saw a little bit of one of the Arcturian homeworlds. It was an extraordinary experience. And apparently the Arcturians, they have brought some of the stones and things that hold frequency from their own worlds. They have also collected things on other worlds and brought them here. And they have even collected things, physical objects from here, and taken them to other worlds. This was something they were doing back when they were working very consciously with certain tribes of Native Americans in that region of Sedona and the Four Corners region. And some of these Native Americans actually were collecting certain sacred objects and preparing them with ceremony and giving them to the Arcturians. And the Arcturians then would take those objects up into their ships, and they would take them to other places and place them in portals on other worlds to weave this galactic web of connection so that it would enhance the ability of beings on any of these worlds to connect with each other and to absorb knowledge through the connection between living worlds.
Very interesting, because these crystals, when you held up these blue rocks or crystals, whatever you want to call them, what did it feel like in your hand? Did it immediately resonate with you? Because I'll be honest with you, I have a couple of crystals in my studio here, and as I speak to you, I'm holding my bloodstone because it just seems to relax me a little bit. And I'm just wondering what kind of energy or what kind of feeling you got from that when you picked that up, because obviously they led you to it and you were supposed to find that.
Well, it was a very powerful experience. I mean, it just completely overtook my consciousness, the feeling of connecting with another living world somewhere and feeling all of the love, light vibration just streaming into my consciousness through that experience. I wonder, though, if you would, and your audience would be open to having a bit of that experience and doing a little bit of a guided link up with the Arcturians, because my Arcturian guides are here, and I feel like if we create a little space for a link up, then we could maybe journey a bit into that energy together.
Sure, I'm totally up for it. I think people in the chat room will be up for it. They are, of course, on a couple-second delay here when they're listening, but I'm sure that by the messages that we will soon get, if the Arcturians would like to link up with us, I'm all game for that. I'll even skip the last commercial for it.
All right, well, let's just try a little experiment of a link up. It won't be long. We'll still have plenty of time for other questions, but my Arcturian guides, the Arcturian Ancient Seven, I felt them come in to my morning meditation this morning. In fact, they woke me up quite early to prepare for this interview, and I've kind of felt their energy hovering around. And I almost feel them saying, like, don't forget, we are here for this link up. So don't miss the opportunity. So I just want to invite everyone listening, and you can just also just relax into this, Dave. Just feel this for yourself. I'd like to obviously get your feedback about what you feel. But let's just take a few deep breaths and relax and welcome the Arcturian presence. Invite the Arcturian presence to be with us, around us, and to imbue into the earth through us these particular Arcturians that are with us. And there's one guide in particular that's coming through named Shamal. Shamal represents the Arcturian Ancient Seven, and she is amongst those who have come to really join the earth in a very highly specific way to demonstrate our potential to become married to the earth in our consciousness. And so these Arcturians have come here to formulate a very deep connection with the earth, to